And so the calm before the storm. A game this so engraved into sporting history. These two teams have squared up so many times before. It is a rivalry whose significance has never been diluted and never ever will be. All stemming from that simple dread at the very idea of losing each to the other. Everyone here is obliged to win. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Well, it's as friendly as it can be in the circumstances, but you feel the rivalry.
Well, we never really did friendly derbies, not when I was playing, Peter. But it's impossible to keep rivalries in check, completely in check. So while I'm not expecting everything to go flying at 100 miles an hour, this could get spicy.
So that's got things underway. One of the most eagerly awaited games in football. It never lets us down. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, the Belgian boy, De Ketelaere, is worth a mention, Peter. He's got a great mix of creativity, versatility and tenacity. He's got everything a playmaker needs, and of course, his team will no doubt be looking to him to get them going here.
Hard to disagree with that. It is the sort of situation he thrives in. Salmakers. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Oh, smashing header! Goal! Atalanta! Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Pressing high and with purpose. Fofana. Pinches it off him. And that is as far as they're going to go. Tomori. Bartasaghi. And it's Modric. Now Ricci. Modric. Ricci. And here's Rafael Leao. And it's Fofana. Rafael Leao receives it in a good position here. Pasalic. And Sulemana. Atalanta are looking to break at pace. De Ketelaere tries to play it through. Incoming to... He rises! He will be livid with himself. Bartasagi. Pavlovic. Now Gabbia. And it's Modric. Gets a good foot in there. Tomori. Pavlovic. Now Ricci. And it's Bartasagi. Looking for the run.
That's positional goal, the utilisation of space.
Oh, such a clever touch. And he's gone backward here. He's tried one! Tries to get it clear. Fofana. Modric. Out towards the flank. Takes a shot. It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Now this could be... And the shot! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Milan are behind here, despite their domination of possession. Pavlovic.
Milan really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now.
Oh no, this does not look good. And it's Saelemaekers. And it's Fofana. Now it's Saelemaekers. Now Modric. Ricci. And it's Ricci. Ricci. Backward it goes. Is there any support? He might not need it. Saelemaekers. Fofana. No way through, so back it comes. Atalanta applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand an awful lot of work rate and, of course, the discipline, because it has to be with everyone. It can't be with one or two. If that starts happening here, it'll just fall away.
Yeah, and there are so much of them, but of course the returns can be... And he shoots! Played with speed from back to front. Modric. And Tomori. Saelemaekers. Ricci. And it's Modric. And he's had a hit! Oh, that was no routine save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
That's gone for a throw-in. Out again for a throw-in. Lara looking to add to his goal. Fofana, and he's forced to go back. Gabbia. For Salamakers. And it's Fofana. Now it's Selmakers. Tomori. And it's Salamakers. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Tomori. And it's Salamakers. And Batasagi. Modric. He's had a shot! And the ball's come loose here. Fofana. Fofana is onto this.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Modric. Now it's Rafael Leao. He's on it, can he get away? There's the delivery.
Well played and well cleared.
Lara knocks it out wide. Modric. He's having a go! Oh, another save.
Another cracking save from the keeper, Peter. He's playing a blinder.
Milan with the corner, they're first. It's a good ball out wide. Milan could try it again now. Milan have their second corner now. Defending of the desperate variety. And now a sudden chance to counter. Zappacosta.
Milan truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
And it's Fofana. Thinks about the shot. Played out wide. And now they can clear their lines. Taken back almost at once. Modric. Elects to cross. He's in a great position here. Great chance! Cleared without complication. And it's Batasagi. Now Modric. Out towards the flank. Lookman in with the challenge. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Now it's Modric. Good ball, good take. Chance, surely! Sulemana. Oh, strongly challenged there. Distributed tidily. It's a promising run he's making on the right. Oh, what a climb! No, couldn't quite control it.
You really could have done with engaging those crossers much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
And the whistle goes for half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness perhaps the only things lacking.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time because in truth they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
Well, it's been a proper derby so far, no doubt about that. Intense and utterly captivating. And we're underway again.
Milan can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Modric. And it's Bartasaghi. Bartasaghi drives forward on the overlap. Looks a good ball through. He's found some space. Oh, brilliant save under real pressure. Rafael Leao showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Not getting too much time on the ball here, that is good pressing. Modric. Ricci. Bartasaghi. It's a promising position. Now Modric. Well, now it's a race for the ball. Shot could be on. Can he finish? Lookman. And here's the chance to counter. Over to the left. Oh, this looks sharp. And it's made its way to him. Fofana. And the counter is on. Now it's Rafael Leao. Atalanta can breathe again, just.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Knocks it out wide. And here's Pasalic. Hoisted in. And he knocks it clear. Drilled in low. Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence.
Cambio di giocatori.
Milan can now introduce the first of their substitutes. Header comes in! No, he didn't quite meet it right. Modric. Milan still behind thanks to that solitary strike. That has been cut short. Sulemana. Now it's Nkunku.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
And here's Rafael Leao. Rafael Leao! They've done it! AC Milan are all square. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Ricci has good running with the ball, and it's Batasaghi.
L'affluenza di quest'oggi è di 16.870 spettatori.
Milan do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Rabiot. And it's Ricci, played out wide. Ricci. Now Modric. It's a really well-measured ball. Great skill, that's nice. And it's Ricci. Can he get it through? An instinctive delivery. Oh, that was vital. This looks promising. Backward it goes. He's had a shot!
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
That's a decent clearance. Atalanta are looking to go forward now. Zappacosta. Now it's Rafael Leao. And they're quick to get it back. Lookman. Now it's Rafael Leao. And here's Nkunku. And the finish! Same again, same outcome.
Milan really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
Rabiot. And it's Modric. Now it's Selmakers. Sulemana stood up well to him there. And it's Selmakers. Tomori. Batasaghi. Pavlovic. And it's Modric. Now Gabbia. And it's Rabiot. Tomori. Not the most convincing of passes. Pavlovic charging forward, the ball at his feet. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Yeah, he's fouled him there. And that's going to be a booking. Time for a change in personnel.
Well, I think he'll undoubtedly add more movement and fluidity in the final third with his passing range.
City. Just a quarter of an hour to play. To Pasalic. And It's made its way to him.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Searching pass he's played there. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Atalanta choosing to make the first change.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Salmakers. And it's Rabiot. It's Loftus-Cheek. Now it's Nkunku. He was under real pressure there. Salmakers. Loftus-Cheek. De Winter. And here's Rafael Leao. Loftus-Cheek receives it in a good position here. Now it's Loftus-Cheek. Now Modric. Out towards the flank. Picked out brilliant. There's the shot! Goal at his mercy, and somehow he's missed it.
That could yet prove very pivotal. Chances like that just can't be wasted.
A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
Costa. That's a throw. Ball swung in. He's there and gets it away. Pass somewhat off target. Salmakers. Salamakers tries making a foray down the right. And he's picked it up out wide. Now it's Nkunku. Loftus-Cheek. He's gone for goal!
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster. I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
That's a cute ball.
This is actually quite a courageous move, and I'll add ambitious and adventurous too.
But there's going to be another change here.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Viene sostituito con il numero 15.
Now it's the Ketelara. Fired deep towards the back post. And that should get the job done. Now, can they get him away? He's on it. Real chance! And that's caused a worry or two.
Lookman certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
De Winter. And it's Loftus-Cheek. Now it's Nkunku. Can he get on the end of this?
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
And it's Loftus-Cheek. Played out wide. Now it's Rafael Leao. Goes for a shot! Oh, it's in! And that has raised the roof! piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
And yes, it's him again. Milan complete their comeback, and now they only need to hold out for a few minutes.
Well, look, Peter, I feel I've got to stress that there's still time for another, so we can't be too presumptuous yet.
Plays it across. Tries to get it clear. Oh, good-looking ball. And that is as far as it goes. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players. What unity, what joy. That was so very, very good. Rafael Leao taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so.